Good evening, Rockets fans. Um, we are on a four-game losing streak, and although I want to be super critical, I think it is better that we give some motivation, guidance to our team. Uh, as the number one Rockets fan, again, I'm the biggest critic when we are doing bad, when we do need a sense of direction, when we need to have some form of discipline. I am all for it. But there's other times when there's motivation that's needed to give. And I think at this very point in time, we need to give motivation. So, Amen Thompson, I want to speak about you quickly. Anybody who I seem to single out in this video, I want to make it very clear that it is not just you. We had 16 turnovers as a team against the Brooklyn Nets. And I believe that I have found the solution when it comes to our problems on the offensive end, our problems when it comes to turnovers. So let's get right into it, y'all. We're going to be a little all over the place today, but hopefully y'all can bear with me and get the point that I'm trying to make. Whew, man, we are in a dark place as Houston Rockets fans. So to jump to the second quarter, the one-on-one basketball has been a trend throughout this losing streak. Hero ball has been a trend throughout this losing streak. I urge everybody on the Rockets staff, everybody in the building, everybody that is playing on the court to go back and watch this last game against the Nets and see how many passes do we make before we get a shot up. Look at the second quarter. In this play here, we have Amen Thompson running on the fast break. It's a 3-on-3 opportunity. No passes involved. Amen Thompson gets overzealous, ends up getting the charge. Here you have Reed Shepherd, a really good three-point shooter, trailing for the three. You could have dribbled over, set a pick, give a nice little look-off pass to a trailer. It's all chemistry. It's all things that we can adopt in our game, but we ended up turning the ball over here because combination of over-dribbling, combination of not passing the ball. We can limit a lot of our turnovers, and again, we had 16 turnovers yesterday. We can limit a lot of our turnovers with good passing and not over-dribbling. Again, you guys are on a level that I've never gotten to, right? I played one game on the Rockets court in my life. I'm happy that we got the win. Shout out to Kip Houston High School. But it was a great drill that I learned in a Rice basketball camp. And I would like the Rockets to adopt this drill. Although it was one-on-one, I want to see it played on a 5-on-5 platform, but the premise is still the same. One-on-one with 3 dribbles. On the 4th dribble, it's a turnover. And what that teaches is every dribble has a purpose. Every move should be methodical. Every move is something that you need to think about. We have a lot of over-dribbling in this past losing streak. Hopefully we can end the losing streak with the next game that we play against the Timberwolves. But the over dribbling is biting us in the butt. So if we're able to start maybe with this one-on-one drill here, one-on-one, 3 dribbles, got to get a shot up within 3 dribbles. On the 4th dribble, it's a turnover. My premise, and I think the one-on-one basketball we kind of got to get away from, but we can still take that premise, what I learned in the Rice basketball camp, shout out to Rice basketball, we could put it on a 5-on-5 platform. We do a full court practice, scrimmage, 5 dribbles, unlimited amount of dribbles before you get past half court line. On the 6th dribble, it's a turnover, and unlimited amount of passes that y'all can make. This would adopt the mindset that we get back into the ball movement, creating good shots for teammates, and cutting without the basketball, moving without the basketball. And again, the methodical movements that you do make with the basketball. On the 6th dribble, it's a turnover. I think the matchups should be Jayshawn Tate guarding Jalen Green. Amen Thompson getting guarded by Aaron Holiday. Full court. Full court. Don't let these guys get any kind of rhythm. Jayshawn Tate, I think you need to take the reins off, man. Give these dudes the hardest practice of their life, because if we practice hard, the game comes easy. Take the words from Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest of all time. Eat up the space. Don't let these guys dribble, man. Don't let these guys dribble. That's not the name of this game. The name of the game is to garner chemistry, to facilitate a culture of ball movement, getting back to what made us good, which was getting open shots every single time down, and we've gotten very far away from that. In the 3rd quarter is another example of over dribbling. Again, I don't want to single anybody out. Just because you were being shown here doesn't mean that other people weren't guilty of the same thing. This is Cam Whitmore here, bringing the ball past half court. He also had a good game, by the way. But calling the pick over on the left side, and again, over dribbling. You had Jalen Green open on the left side of the wing for a shot. Maybe he's able to take a dribble and create for somebody else, penetrate and kick out. But if we were able to make a pass, penetrate, kick out, make a pass, penetrate, get to the rim, we would have gotten a lot better looks at the rim. They were getting excellent looks at the rim. They were getting excellent looks shooting, and we were getting poor shots, shooting in traffic, having to shoot over hands, having to shoot over 2 or 3 defenders. We can remedy that with ball movement. We can remedy that with not over dribbling. We can remedy that with adopting the mindset that we're not going to play AAU basketball. We have gotten back to the AAU basketball Rockets that was over 2-3 years ago, and you are seeing it directly correlate to our standings in our win-loss column as of recently, because we're playing way too much one-on-one basketball, way too much hero ball. But that's enough for today. I think Rockets, hopefully y'all can adopt that, man. We need a full court scrimmage, full 5-on-5 scrimmage, and it got to be one of the hardest practices of y'all's time with the Rockets, because if not, man, we are in deep doo-doo when it comes to us winning and getting back to the culture that we built. In the fourth quarter, amen, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. I saw you hanging your head down when you had this turnover here. Again, we had 16 turnovers. That is the number of the day. That's what's for the birds, the turnovers. The turnovers, the turnovers, the turnovers. Again, we can limit a lot of these turnovers with great passes and not over dribbling. But again, amen, do not beat yourself up. This is all about the experience that I've been talking about that we need to get. It's a good thing that we're able to learn from this. Keep this in your back pocket, in the back of your mind. One game that I will never forget seems like a lifetime ago. But again, I will never forget it, because as a point guard, and I'm hoping that you're able to learn from this experience and my experience that I'm about to share. I had God knows how many turnovers because I couldn't get past a full court. No, I'm sorry. It was a half court press. It was a trap in the middle of the court, and it was like an extended 2-3 zone, and the 3 and the 4 would crash on the wings. So our 2 and our 3 would go to the sides, the free throw line extended right beyond the arc, and the 3 and the 4 from the opposite team in the 2-3 zone, the prototypical 2-3 zone, would always, once the trap would occur at the middle of the court, they would crash and try to get the steal on the wings. And I never forget that because I had so many turnovers that game. But I always harken back to that experience, because after that, I became a better point guard, understanding what was going to happen before it happened. And what I think you can learn from this game, amen, is not speeding yourself up no matter what. Understanding that you had a timeout in this situation. You did not need to pass the ball in. You did not need to speed yourself up. And as a young player, you got a lot of grace. But again, do not speed yourself up unless it is completely beneficial to you. If they want you to play fast, you play slow. If they want you to play slow, you play fast. Do the opposite of what they want you to do. And I know that's easier said than done, but in this instance, this is what you can take from this experience. We took too quick of shots trying to hit the home run, trying to hit the dagger on this team. And they chipped away, made good plays, and ended up taking this game from us when we know we all should have won. So, again, the lesson in this is do not speed yourself up. Play at your pace. You dictate the tempo of the game, and you will be a great point guard in this league. When you are able to dictate the tempo of the basketball game, you will be a great floor general, a great leader on the team, and a great point guard, which we need you to be. So adopt that and keep this in your mind, man, because these experiences and these things that you learn from are very critical to your player development. So may you take that and adopt this into your game. Again, the lesson is tempo, tempo, tempo. Next game is against the Minnesota Timberwolves. May we get into the win column, man. I know that you guys can, man. We have gotten away from what makes us great. And I'm not sure exactly what that is and why we gotten so far away from it, but we got to do some soul searching. Peace, y'all. I'm just famous. Ooh, I'm just famous.